Yeah, so I feel like I get what you're
Merch.
saying because I feel like as
Merch.
women we have the
Just say I think. It'll save
okay.
you.
I think as
Okay.
women
Uh-huh.
we do have like a lot of power. So I guess in the sense that like sorry, I don't know how to like explain what I'm trying to say. Can you come back to me?
Women win the court of public appeal. Is that fair to say? I think that's what you're trying to say.
Normally.
That their word is
Like,
typically going to be
yeah,
believed.
like, exactly. Yeah,
and
like
then
we have
it's
a lot
like-
more power
Exactly.
than exactly.
Yeah,
That's
you're
exactly.
able to sway the public far more because we live in a world. I mean, let's be honest. Like, if a
Yeah.
woman says this happened to me and she's crying, you're gonna believe
her. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because human beings in general, especially men, are designed to protect women. So when you see a woman crying or whatever, your natural instinct is to protect her. And this is actually why I've said, and I didn't get a chance to bring this up with your friend yesterday, but she kind of proved it for me. I don't think women have a place in combat. I don't think they should be in the military when it comes to combat positions because, to be honest with you, they're not equipped for it. They're not strong enough to handle it. And on top of that, it puts the men in a compromising position because of that very fact that men are designed to protect women. And if you're put in a position where a female soldier is hurt, you're going to do stupid things that you probably wouldn't have done if it was a male that was hurt because it's in your natural instinct to protect women and provide for them. So it compromises the integrity of tactical units that are designed for combat. This is why the elite units, Army Rangers, Navy SEALs, etc., women can't pass those physical standards. They don't really make it into those, which is good because when you put women in those types of environments, it compromises the integrity of the unit. And I have a bunch of guys that are in the military that agree with me. And I could tell you from law enforcement, anytime I had a house, if I was paired with a woman, call me a sexist. I did not like it because I knew deep down that I was at a disadvantage if we had to deal with other guys. It's a fact, biological fact. Women are not strong enough to overtake a man. You know what I'm saying? Like a high school boy will literally destroy a grown woman with combat experience.
And God forbid they get kidnapped.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story.
Yeah, exactly. If they get exactly, they're a prisoner of war or whatever. Like it's just not a good look, bro, to have women in combat situations. So that's and your friend proved that she didn't want to go to war. You know what I'm saying? And actually
I don't blame her.
Yeah, and I don't blame her. But I was just gonna say this too, and I might offend some more people by saying this.
How dare you?
But your guys' response is kind of cements what I've always said. And you guys can disagree with me if you want, but this is personally why I think female comedians suck. Because real talk,
hear me out here.
A lot of women are not willing to go that next step to offend people. Women aren't really as risk tolerant as men are, right? I've always said on this pod that women tend to be more followers, men tend to be more leaders, and women depend on the collective, whereas men, understand that you might have to get it on your own. And, that's a bunch of biological reasons for that because women are the weaker sex, generally physically more vulnerable. So they need strength in numbers. I mean, hell, when you guys go out to the club, do you go by yourself? You go with friends, correct? And there's a reason for that. There's strength in numbers and women don't typically like to go into situations by themselves. So with guys, we're okay with, being on our own and being autonomous, but women really aren't, the hive mind. So that goes to what I'm saying is this. A male comedian is going to be willing to go further and push more buttons because he doesn't necessarily need the same, how do I say this? Social approval that women do. If you watch a female comic versus a male comic, female comics tend to not be as the best male comics, let's be honest, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, etc. These guys, Dane Cook back in the day, Cat Williams, whatever. What did a lot of their comedy center around?
They're edgy.
Chris Rock being edgy, being non-politically correct, going against the PC woke world that we're in, right? However, female comedians, especially the ones that I've seen, tend to be more on the I'm gonna tell jokes, but at the same time be politically correct to a degree because I don't want to offend a lot of people. And by your guys' reactions, I kind of knew that you guys were gonna have an issue with the great part at the end, which is fine, But this is why female comics are not as good because they're not willing to push the envelope like male comics are. They're not as risk tolerant. I've always said men play to win, women play to not lose typically. So I don't know if you guys agree, disagree. Oh, sure, go ahead.
So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like with men, like sitting there, like crossing boundaries, crossing lines, they can make hella jokes about females. Half of us can take it, half of us can't, obviously, but men, y'all's fucking pride, like let a bitch talk about y'all's like fucking like serious shit the way that male talents do to females. Like 90% of men are gonna be like, yo, fuck that bitch.
Can you give me an example?
No, I mean, I got comedians in my back pocket. No, I'm just saying, like, it's true. You're telling me it's not true though. Like, I feel like women get shit on all the damn time, right? And so do men, so do men, so do men.
Sorry.
But like in comedians, like male comedians, hella talk shit about how females are emotional and all this shit, and women a lot of times still love them. They think they're funny. They're able to accept it and be like, okay, that shit's funny. It's true. But are you men willing to do the same if a woman was to cross that same damn boundary? Because a lot of men would be like, yo, fuck that bitch.
Well, can you give us an example? I'm still trying to.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen a couple like with like Amy Schumer or whatever her damn name is. She did like a comedy special. Yo, she was going in on men and like
about what? God damn it! If you're gonna make a claim, you gotta be able to substantiate it.
I don't have to substantiate shit.
Gotcha.
You know it happens. You know it happens.
I mean, if you're gonna make an argument, you gotta be able to back up your argument.
So
what? So I have to sit here and show you receipts in order for you to believe that female comedians get away with talking shit about men. You don't know that deep down to be true.
Women get away with. I'll take it a step further. Comedian women don't. It's not even comedian women that get away with it. Regular women get away with talking shit on men with impunity
on TikTok.
Oh damn TikTok!
By the way,
I mean, perfect example. Her friend literally came on the show yesterday and said, "I'm a misandrist." Yeah, I know some of you guys don't even know what that word means. It means, yeah, what the fuck is that? Yeah, it's okay. Hold on, I got y'all. Don't worry. Misandry, you guys know what misogyny means, right? I'm not surprised. Misogyny is the opposite on the other end, misandry, the hatred of men. So the woman comes on, openly says, I'm a misandrist. Obviously it's a male audience, so they know what that means, but a lot of people don't know what that means. And no one really bats eye, like, oh, okay, whatever, it is what it is, But let a guy get on and say, yeah, I'm a fucking misogynist. Fuck all you hoes. Get in the kitchen. He will be canceled like that.
Yep.
So women can actually criticize and berate men at any level. Small dick, you're a fucking loser, scrub, blah, 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 you're a bum. No one really bats an eye to that, right? We have a bunch of videos where women go ahead and say these fucking motherfuckers are bums and everything, and no one cares. But let a guy make a video on a woman being fat, annoying, etc. They're going to try to cancel him. Hell, they've tried to do it to us. So I would argue it's actually the opposite, where not female comedians, regular everyday chicks are on TikTok bashing men and no one bats an eye.
And by the way, we have a real comedian in the studio. Just pops up randomly.
Yeah, actually.
But he's here.
Yeah, let's get your take on it, Ben. What's up with you, man?
Let's take on this, bro.
Well, you're a comedian, so what's your take? You know the industry.
What's going on?
Is that Lil Wayne?
No, but I was just gonna like talk about what she was talking about. Like it's no possible way women could say anything about men and there's like backlash. It's not gonna happen. Y'all can literally say anything y'all want. I don't care what it is. From like he was saying, your dick little, you a broke ass nigga. Nobody likes you. Your breath stink. You bald. Like any of that shit don't matter. As soon as you say a girl titty bigger than the other, you get canceled. As soon as you say her coochie lips is out of bounds and they just hanging, you can't say nothing about women. You can't say. You can't body shame. I literally been on tour doing this. I've been doing stand up for a long time. So like I done been around the country doing this, and I learned my first show because I was on a tour with a female comedian named B Simone, and she got like a huge and Desi Banks. I don't know if y'all know who that is.
Yeah, those names are familiar.
Yeah, but that was the last tour I was on. It was us three, and I learned from my first show body shaming is not like you can't do that because when I went there I had all my jokes ready, and most of my jokes be for like men, it'd be for the brothers, it'd be for people like us, not really for females. So like when I went, I think we did like a show in Montgomery, Alabama. I had a big girl joke, like the ugly fat friend.
Ooh, and there's a high obesity rate in Alabama.
A huge obesity rate. The entire first row was all big girls. It was all big black girls. And
bunch of big Shirleys?
Man, when I tell you, I had two brothers in there dying laughing, and all the women in there was like this. I cannot believe this nigga is saying this. And I cut that joke out for the rest of my show. So I only do that when I'm doing like all the niggas or I'm doing something on social media. So I learned right then and there, like women can do whatever the fuck they want to, and men, you really gotta walk on thin ice. And we only get more and more sensitive, like in this comedy era. Like the last 10 years, we used to have people like Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey, Cedric Entertainer. All them niggas used to do whatever the fuck they want to. They could say whatever they want to.
Yep.
But now moving into the LBGQTR, that whole
ABC, EFG
letters. Once we got into the letters, everything got more sensitive, and that's where we at now. So men got to walk on ice. Men got to walk on real thin ice. So
yeah,
so
and I'll say this too. Comedy is one of the last frontiers where men can be honest, because now on talk shows and everything else like that, you know, guys really can't be honest about anything that like puts women in a bad light. So comedy is one of the last frontiers left where guys can make jokes,
exactly,
talk about the, you know, issues with women with jokes, ha ha ha, we all laugh at it, but even then they're trying to cancel. I mean, look at Dave Chappelle. They've been on a crusade to get rid of him the past year. You know what I'm saying? Over that
was mainly the tease though.
That was a tease. Yeah,
the tease wasn't having that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. A lot of women are big advocates for that sector, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole mob. It's you got women, minorities, the letter community. They all work together to kind of just like, the real enemy here, bro, is heterosexual men. If I'm going to be 1,000%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Heterosexual men, you know, white guys get hit a little bit more disproportionately, but in general, heterosexual men that display any type of masculinity are demonized. They're the bad guy. They're the enemy. It's propaganda. You look at Netflix shows. Who's the villain? It's a heterosexual guy that's in shape a lot of the times. That's like, you know, that's a Chad. Oh, this motherfucker's evil. He's out here sleeping with all the goddamn girls. Toxic masculinity. Let's demonize that.
Even novellas, man.
Yeah.
The guy with the abs getting all the hoes is a bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Always.
So,
but it's what it is.
Yeah.
Even rap though. Think about it. The canceling. Well, they already canceled DMX, even though RIP.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they tried. Yeah. After his music. Yeah, because he did have a lot of.
And the baby. They did the baby too.
In Miami, he couldn't go to any shows.
They canceled, bro. They kicked that nigga off every damn festival he was doing.
Yeah, even here in Miami.
Yeah,
all the clubs couldn't open because the baby was coming.
He was. What they do to him? You want to say what happened in Miami Beach like a couple days ago?
Oh man, I'm not liable for this. I don't want.
You don't want to say it? Okay, then never mind.
I'm just gonna say that nigga cannot come to Miami and perform at no club because of certain people.
Yes,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, yes. For real?
Yeah, he was shut down.
Well, y'all say what the hell happened. I want to know.
Nigga, this is not okay.
It's up to you, Fresh, if you want to say this.
I'm gonna just say that the baby got some people upset in some communities. They went to the police and to these clubs and said, if he shows up, it's gonna be trouble. And because of that, everything got canceled.
I could tell by the snap what that was. Okay.
And as a result, he was canceled in Miami. Couldn't do no tours, nothing. Couldn't do no postings, nothing. So
isn't that crazy?
That's crazy, bro.
Y'all want to hear something funny? If niggas like me went up to the clubs and said, yo, if y'all fucking try to bring this dude over here, there's going to be problems. You know what happened? I'll tell you this. Next day, it's going to be this shit. FBI, open up! And we going down for terrorism. Yeah. But they go ahead and let's keep it 1,000. If dudes that look like me, named Muhammad, went in there, hey, you motherfuckers bring in the baby. There's going to be problems.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
FBI on your ass.
Yeah, we done. You know what I'm saying? But they could go in there, threaten violence, right? And fucking, you know, civil unrest, and no one bats an eye. Oh, you know what? We'll comply with what you guys say. Don't worry about it. It's fucking craziness, bro. It is literally craziness. So I don't even know how we ended up there. But
we got way out of track. But we was back on the comedy shit. So
yeah, go ahead.
Last thing I wanted to say is comedy is the last like thing that's left that we could be completely honest and still be kind of joking about it. Because all my friends be like, bro, you could just say whatever you want to women, and they always just laugh because they already know you being goofy. But 80% of the time, I be dead the fuck serious. Like, it be disrespectful a little bit, but I be joking, but it'll be serious. So it worked in my favor all the time. So fellas, just always be serious. Say what you got to say. One titty bigger than the other, let her know. She might not know.
There you go.
And shout out to Icy in the chat, by the way. I mean, on the couch, not chat.
Hey, yo, what's up? Go ahead, follow me. She's so Icy TV. Yeah, what's up, chat?
Hey, let's get
Welcome back, Icy.
Did somebody say something about taking over?
Haram?
No?
Sharia law? What's going on?
I'm on the wrong show. All right. I'll see you guys later. Somebody said something about us taking over something.
Podcast,
okay.
yeah.
All right, never mind.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, shit.
All right, Michael Mito, $5 says, #1 podcast in the world. Well said, brother. Demon Got Me, $5 says, Chris,